What is up, guys? It's Mathis97, and welcome back to another episode of Smackdown vs. 2008 General Manager Mode. Now you can see the power 25. As we see, we're going to check out the ECW standings, and we just came off a pretty sweet episode of ECW. If you missed the very first episode of our ECW show, make sure you go check that out. There will be a link somewhere on the video, whether it's in the description or in some sort of annotation on the screen or something like that. And if it's not there, then make sure to let me know, because I mean, sometimes by the time these things get uploaded, I forget about it. But if it's not there, just let me know and I'll put it there. Okay, so now as you can see, our current champions, rivalries, things we've got going on, popularity, superstars we've been boosted in the last video. We went ahead and upped guys like Chris Masters, Mark Henry, and Kane. We upped their popularity using the brand invasion. As you can see, our show, we got a 3-star rating last week. Smackdown also got a 3-star, but they skipped 2 matches, so it's kind of bullshit. Ah, what the There are so many things wrong with that match. Punk and Cena, Edge and the Rock. No, there's so many things wrong with that match. And Raw gets a 3.5 star because of that match. So, okay, they have Stone Cold, he's their world champion, and they're WWE champion. So, I mean, tag team and World Heavyweight, or WWE. Anyway, the ratings are always messed up on this. I gotta do a video on what 2K could implement into a GM mode, what they should implement into a GM mode, because there's a lot that they could do to work on, you know, improving GM mode from the Smackdown vs. 2008 style, because they need to bring back GM mode. Is it going to be in 2K14? I've said this many times. No, I highly doubt it will be in 2K14, just because that's another game made by Ukes, and they're probably not going to go for any like super huge changes. So I'm thinking we're going to get a similar game as to what we had with 13. There are going to be some changes. Obviously, the normal things they would change, but I don't think they're going to go for something big like GM mode. I think that'd be better to see what 2K can make out of it, because even if Ukes would make GM mode in 2K14, it would pretty much end up getting changed around anyway when 2K decides to make their game and whatever they put into GM mode. So I would think I'd rather wait till 2K15 to get GM mode, just to see what 2K, how they can put their sort of spin on GM mode. So we're gonna see. Hopefully they put GM mode back in, because it needs to be in. But before they do that, there needs to be a lot of improvements as to the game style and menu setup and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, as you can see, we're setting up a tag team match here. We're going to have the ECW champion Undertaker. He's going to team up with Chris Masters to take on Kane and Mark Henry in a tag team match. Main event, we've got Randy Orton scheduled to take on Bret Hart in some sort of contest, I think. I don't know, I'm still going back and through. Here to change some of these matches, we got Shawn Michaels and Batista in a hardcore match. Batista's still angry about the loss last week to the Heartbreak Kid, so we're gonna have to see Ashley. We're not gonna have her compete. Actually, I think go ahead and trade Ashley after this episode. I don't remember who I got for her, though, and if I even did trade her, I might just be imagining this. But anyway, so we've got a Fatal 4-Way match. We need to get some of our mid-card superstars put into action. So we're gonna see Elijah Burke, Finlay, MVP, and Johnny Nitro competing in a Fatal 4-Way. Or that was Mr. Kennedy. I missed it. Okay, but anyway. Then we gotta have the Hardy Boys in tag team action, of course. So we're gonna have Matt and Jeff Hardy team up to take on Johnny Nitro and Umaga. As soon as I can select them. There we go. So there's our card. Looking pretty good. We were trying to get a few more superstars in here that we didn't use last week. I think MVP and Finlay actually took the night off last week, or took the week off, I guess. Nitro and Umaga defeat the Hardy Boys in a tag team contest. We'll see where we can go from there. Finlay wins the steel cage match, so now we're going to go ahead and simulate the TLC match, and Randy Orton defeats Bret the Hitman Hart. So here we go. One of the 2 matches we're going to play is going to be Batista versus the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, in a hardcore match. And we're going to see Batista looking for vengeance after last week's one-on-one contest where Shawn Michaels picked up the victory. And that was a pretty good contest, even though we did not see it. But, you know, it's 2 guys like Batista and Shawn Michaels. They're bound to put on a good match, so we know it was a good match. We can only assume, but they've done it so many times in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and get... Oh, big clothesline out of the gate there by Batista. And right away, Batista going after the chair. And the animal. Oh, there's a big chair shot to Shawn Michaels. And then again, Batista with a shot with a chair. And this time he's waiting for Michaels to get up now. And another big chair shot to the face. And now he's standing up, Shawn Michaels. And one more time a chair shot to the face. Shawn Michaels, he's already hurt. Batista, big clothesline. Vicious clothesline there. Looking to take Shawn Michaels' head off. And now he's going for a spinebuster there. But Shawn Michaels with a DDT counter onto Batista. Now Dave Batista, the Animal. How's he looking to combat? Off of that DDT, Shawn Michaels looks to create an opening now as the Heartbreak Kid, the Showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania. He's already got one victory over Batista. Look, he could pretty much bury Batista here tonight if he gets another victory clean. And I can't see a way for him to get a dirty victory because there's no disqualification. And here we go. He's got the bear hug locked in, does Batista. Can Batista force Shawn Michaels to tap out to the bear hug? And no, he's got to release the hold. Shawn Michaels able to get out of the bear hug. And now Shawn Michaels, he's got Batista in a headlock looking to hold off the Animal. And he's going to have to, I don't think a power game is really going to work for Michaels here. He's going to have to use his speed and quickness and, you know, moves like that top rope elbow drop and that running flying forearm. Big running STO by Batista, and whereas Batista, he's going to have to use that power that the Animal is known for. And now Batista, big shot to the back, and now he's just clubbing away at the back of Shawn Michaels. And now Michaels shot to the gut. Batista one more time to the back. And there's Shawn Michaels again to the gut, trying to fight out of it, but a big knee lift by Batista. And now Batista, what could he be looking to follow that up with? But Shawn Michaels, he's going to sweep out the legs of Batista. Oh, and now Shawn Michaels looking for, he's looking to steal a move from Ric Flair, and he's got the figure four locked in on Batista. Batista's a former friend of Ric Flair, but he's able to fight out of the figure four. Both of these superstars, pretty much friends of Ric Flair. Flair sort of mentors, and a big spear by the Animal. And Batista, he's ready to do some damage here onto Shawn Michaels. That spear pretty much broke Shawn Michaels in half. But that's not enough for Batista. Batista, he's got to put him away with this. The Batista Bomb! What a Batista Bomb by the Animal. Into the cover. He may have just knocked out Shawn Michaels cold. That's a 2 count. And 3. Batista is the winner here in this contest, and we see Batista defeating Shawn Michaels in this hardcore contest, getting some revenge for last week's contest. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds a little weird, I'm losing my voice a little bit. But anyway, so there we see Sabu, the hardcore legend. He'd be cool to have on this ECW show. But we see Batista, he's been victorious here against Shawn Michaels in this hardcore contest. He hit his pretty much 2 of the 3 big moves in his arsenal. He connected with the spear and the Batista Bomb, but Michaels was able to reverse that spine buster into a pretty sick DDT, but that was about it for Shawn Michaels as far as offense goes. Batista pretty much dominated this one. He looked to gain revenge and pretty much tear Shawn Michaels apart in that contest, and I believe that's exactly what he did. We'll have to see what the repercussions are of that match. But now we see Kane and Mark Henry teaming up to take on Chris Masters and The Undertaker. And there's going to be a pretty interesting match I have booked already for next week. Haven't recorded that episode yet, but I did go ahead and set up the match card, so you're going to want to stay tuned for the next episode because these superstars are going to be in something big, so we're going to have to stay tuned for that. But anyway, it looks like Chris Masters team with The Undertaker. We're going to have to see how these guys, how they're going to be able to do as a team. And then we know Kane and Mark Henry, they've competed in some matches in the past, so we're going to have to wonder how exactly are they going to be able to coexist here. But you see right away, Kane, he's got Undertaker by the throat, looking for a choke slam right off the bat. Nice leg sweep, and a power slam by Chris Masters, and a big leg drop to Mark Henry there. But Undertaker was able to get out of that choke slam, and with a nice side Russian leg sweep, able to counter. And nice shoulder tackle there by Kane, and now Chris Masters trying to go to work. Kane, he's got a submission hold locked in on the dead man. Could Undertaker be forced to tap out here? And I kind of like what WWE's doing with The Undertaker, like right now, how he's in the feud with The Shield, and you know, he actually came back for Monday Night Raw. He's going to be on the Smackdown taping against Dean Ambrose. I don't want to know how that match turned out because, well, by the time this video is uploaded, it'll probably have already happened. It'll probably be past Friday by the time this video is uploaded, but anyway. Oh, what an acrobatic maneuver there by The Undertaker, and a brainbuster suplex by Kane, or to Kane from Chris Masters. But anyway, Chris Masters, big leg drop, and Undertaker gets hard Irish whip to the outside by Mark Henry. But anyway, like I was saying, that match is probably going to be done already. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't even know who's going to win. I don't want to know beforehand. I don't like the spoilers and things. I don't like to look up too much stuff as far as like Smackdown and tape things go, as well as this Monday Night Raw. Undertaker, old school, on to Mark Henry. And speaking of old school, that when he went for it on the on Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins, whichever one it was, but on Monday Night Raw when he went for the old school, it didn't exactly. It looked like the ropes couldn't really hold him or something. Like someone was just up with those ropes. They didn't do him much justice on that move. But here we see Chris Masters, big knee lift by Mark Henry, and there's another. And now Chris Masters, he's got the bear hug locked in on Mark Henry. We saw this last week. He locked in the bear hug on Mark Henry, stealing his own submission hold. But now we see Kane looking for an uppercut, but a nice counter there by Undertaker. A big shot. And Kane with a hard Irish whip into the corner sends the dead man flying. And Mark Henry just took out Chris Masters. And now here's Kane with a big headbutt. And now Kane just shots to the face of Chris Masters, but Masters with a headbutt. It's running STO by The Undertaker, and a big running neck breaker there by Chris Masters. And now Kane with a shot to the gut of Chris Masters. And now Chris Masters, here's a kick to the gut, and a big two-handed axe handle sort of clothesline maneuver there. And now Undertaker looking to get fired up, and a big running clothesline by the Phenom. The Dead Man, 21-0 at WrestleMania. But now we see with a nice drop toe hold counter there by Kane. Kane looking for an uppercut, but here's Undertaker. He's looking to fight back, but now Chris Masters trying to save Undertaker, taking Kane out of the equation, and now he's got him. Big powerbomb into the turnbuckle, and there's a hard Irish whip sending Undertaker over the top rope. Here's the cover rope break there. Kane able to kick out, and I'm gonna quick get a drink because maybe that'll help my voice. We'll have to see.
Not technically, but getting the crowd on your side can be a huge.
Alright, I think that might have actually done maybe something. It didn't do quite much because I can still hear it, but I think it might have helped a little bit. Here we see Chris Masters ducks behind Kane, and there's that full Nelson suplex type maneuver into the cover on Kane. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3. It's over. Kane and Mark Henry are defeated by the hands of Chris Masters and The Undertaker. So that was an epic contest right there. And I sort of hinted to you guys that these four will be competing in a pretty epic match next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because we will see The Undertaker defending his ECW Championship in a fatal four-way match against Chris Masters, Mark Henry, and Kane. But this isn't just any fatal four-way match. It will be a fatal four-way ladder match. Yes, that's right. We're going to see these four big men going into, well, I guess Chris Masters, he's supposed to be sort of a powerhouse, so I consider him, I'm going to call him a big man to fit in with these other three superstars, but they're going to be competing in a ladder match, and that's going to be very interesting, because we know, I'm not too sure how these four guys will be able to climb a ladder. Chris Masters, he probably doesn't have too difficult of a time. I know Kane has competed in many Money in the Bank matches in the past. I think Mark Henry has competed in a few as well, but as far as climbing a ladder goes, it's going to be kind of interesting to watch. So we get another 3-star card. That's pretty good. We got to try to keep up with the other shows. So we're going to go ahead and boost up some popularity again. This time we're going to go after the Animal, try and even him out with Shawn Michaels. Another +5. Can't we get a +8? So now we're going to go ahead back to the other brand, Invasion. And now this time we're going to boost up Chris Masters. We got to really hype up our guys for that title match there. Now we're thinking we're going to go ahead after Mark Henry next. So let's go ahead and boost Mark Henry's popularity, see if we can get a +8. No, it's another +5. Wow, wow, this game just is not doing any of our superstars justice as far as popularity here. So much injustice. And now we see we're going to go ahead. Let's boost up, ooh, yeah, Finlay. Finlay got a big victory in that steel cage contest. We need to try to raise the mid-card superstars. So there we go. Our fan support dropped a little bit again as well. And now we're going to check the power 25 for some reason. I don't know why I did this when I recorded. But anyway, you see Kane and Undertaker dropped a spot. So ECW's really got to get back up there in the rankings. We need somebody to represent us in the top 5, as we just got knocked back out. Maybe even the top 3 like Raw was when we were just dominating as Raw. But anyway, there's the fan support. Thanks for watching this episode of GM Mode, WWE.com. Match of the week was Mick Foley. Fan change, Raw gained 40,000 fans. Thanks for watching. Keep on YouTubing.